Disgraced Morgan Freeman kicks off World Cup opening ceremony in front of the Qatari royal family and rows of empty seats, after weeks of criticism of the country's human rights record and hypocritical stars who overlook it.
Morgan Freeman kicked off the World Cup opening ceremony in Qatar today in front of the country's royals and rows of empty seats following weeks of criticism over the country's human rights record. The actor narrated the event's opening segment titled The Calling, telling viewers we all gather here in one big tribe as fans descended on Doha city center for the imminent kick-off of the world's greatest football festival. Who spoke with Qatari entrepreneur Ghanem Al Mufta, who said, "We sent out the call because everyone is welcome. This is an invitation to the whole world." Freeman replied, "I remember, even after hearing the call, instead of seeing another way, we dismissed it and demanded our own way. And now the world feels even more distant and divided." Empty seats could be seen within the Bayt Stadium during the ceremony, which featured scenes including Let Arafo, To Know One Another, followed by Chants of Nations, a World Cup medley, a showcase of the official mascots and Jungkook of South Korean boy band BTS. Qatar has faced a barrage of criticism over its treatment of foreign workers, LGBT rights and social restrictions, staking its reputation on delivering a smooth tournament. Qatar's Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani arrived at the stadium flanked by FIFA President Gianni Infantino, to a roaring crowd, and took their seats alongside other Arab leaders. A show then unfolded on the pitch, featuring 3 camels, American actor Morgan Freeman and a performance of a new tournament song called Dreamers featuring singer Jungkook of K-pop boy band BTS, alongside Qatari singer Fahad Al-Kubasi. Saudi Arabia's crown prince and the presidents of Egypt, Turkey and Algeria, as well as the United Nations Secretary-General, are among leaders at the in a tent-shaped stadium ahead of the first match between the hosts and Ecuador. Qatar, which has denied accusations of abuse of workers and discrimination, and FIFA hope the spotlight will now turn to action on the pitch. Organizers have also denied allegations of bribery for hosting rights. Inside Al Bayt Stadium, many seats were still vacant with gridlock on the expressway leading to the arena, where cheers went up as Qatar's team appeared for their opening match. The soccer tournament, the first held in the Middle East and the most expensive in its history, is a culmination of Qatar's soft power push, after a 3.5-year boycott by Saudi Arabia, Egypt, the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain, which ended in 2021. The UAE, whose rapprochement with Doha has been slower than that of Riyadh and Cairo, sent its vice president, who is also ruler of Dubai, where many World Cup fans have opted to stay. For the first time, a direct commercial flight from Tel Aviv to Doha landed in Qatar on Sunday despite the absence of formal bilateral ties, in a deal brokered by FIFA to carry both Palestinians and Israelis to the tournament. The Gulf state's Deputy Prime Minister Khalid Al-Attiyah, in remarks on state media, said Qatar was reaping benefits of years of hard work and sound planning. On Saturday, FIFA's Infantino rounded on European critics of Qatar, saying engagement was the only way to improve rights, while Doha has also pointed to labor reforms. Denmark's and Germany's team captains will wear One Love armbands as they prepare to compete in a conservative Muslim state where same-sex relations are illegal. Organizers say all are welcome while warning against public affection. Supporters today arrived at the Al Bayt Stadium for this afternoon's opening match under a glaring sun and temperatures in excess of 30 degrees Celsius. The Vice President of the United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, who is also Dubai's ruler, arrived in Qatar for the World Cup opening on Sunday, Qatar's news agency said. And Saudi Arabia's powerful crown prince and a delegation of ministers arrived in the neighboring country this morning to attend the opening ceremony, Saudi state media reported. Mohammed bin Salman was accompanied by the kingdom's energy, interior, foreign, commerce and investment ministers as well as senior officials including his national security advisor and head of the National Guard, the official Saudi press agency said. Qatari fans in crisp white robes and women in black shala headdresses and abayas were seen filing into the stadium, which has been designed to look like the tents used by nomads. They were accompanied by Ecuador fans, many of whom donned extravagant headdresses, balaclavas and masks and carried their national flags. The atmosphere appeared friendly, with both sets of fans stopping to snap photos together outside the stadium's entry gates. Before the first match gets underway at 4 p.m., fans can expect to witness a major firework display, live music performances and much more. Bollywood star Noura Fateh is expected to perform the World Cup single Light the Sky with Jungkook of K-pop sensations BTS confirmed. Nicki Minaj, Maluma and Miriam Fares are in town to show off the official tournament song Taka Taka. Robbie Williams is also said to perform and the Black Eyed Peas have also been rumored to be appearing. As host of the Middle East's first World Cup, the Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani is expected to welcome a star-studded guest list of celebrities and political leaders including Saudi Arabia's crown prince and the presidents of Egypt and Algeria. Many of the laborers who toiled to build the 8 stadiums will watch from the sidelines, unable to afford the highest ticket prices ever for a World Cup despite working tirelessly to fulfill a brutal schedule which so many of their colleagues perish. But a lucky few will be sprinkled among the well-heeled audience having been gifted tickets by the England football team. The controversy that has long surrounded the decision to award the tiny Gulf state the World Cup has built to a crescendo ahead of the tournament, with unrelenting scrutiny of its treatment of migrant workers and the LGBT+ community. "We are ready," Qatar supporter Hakeem Ahmad told Reuters as he entered the stadium with his wife and 2 children. "Whatever happens on the pitch, the world should look kindly on us today. We have organized this party for you. If Qatar can perform well, that would be a bonus for us. We hope that after today people will see Qatar in a different light, for who we really are. It is time to talk positively about Qatar." Cathal Kelly, columnist for Canada's national newspaper The Globe and Mail, summed up the distractions. "Once the first ball is kicked, no one cares if they're holding this thing on a ceremonial burial ground or powering it with coal," he wrote. That will certainly be the hope of football's governing body FIFA and Qatari organizers who have pleaded for critics to focus on the football and not let the sport be dragged into ideological or political battles. "This is the first time I've come to a World Cup," Wilmer Saltos, 35, a farmer, who has traveled from Guayaquil on the coast of Ecuador with his brother and sister told Reuters while waiting in the heat to enter the stadium. "When we saw that Ecuador was opening the tournament, we thought we just had to be here. There are obviously big cultural differences, you can't deny it. But for us, today is about the football, we just want to focus on the game." While Qatar is hosting one of sport's biggest parties, it will be a mostly alcohol-free after officials decided to turn off the beer taps inside stadiums, drawing even more criticism. Qatar is a typically teetotal nation where tourists can only buy or consume alcohol inside licensed hotels or restaurants. Exemptions for the World Cup previously meant fans were able to buy beers in special fan zones or on stadium concourses. But Qatar reneged on part of that deal, meaning beer can now only be sold only inside the fan zones and will not be available in the stadiums. Pints will cost £12, only be available at certain times, and each person will be limited to a maximum of 4 to stop them getting drunk. Beer or no beer, Qataris and thousands of visiting fans have arrived ready to party, with throngs packing the FIFA fan festival zones in central Doha along the city's famed Corniche.